Big brother. He's always watching. No matter how many tragedies befall him, he's always got an impeccable sense of fashion.
Adam, it's David. You in the building?
Just entered the lobby.
Sorry to pull you out of sick leave so soon, but we've got a situation. A break-in at our Milwaukee Junction factory. Meet me at the helipad.
I have to see Pritchard first. Something's wrong with my retinal enhancement.
Frank's on the second floor in the tech lab. Make it quick. People's lives are at stake.
So, shit went down in a hurry. Before we really continue, I just want to talk about a few things. Sorry for talking all the way over here. I'm just getting my notes. So, in the intro, we saw Bob Page. That was very clearly Bob Page. He's a redhead guy. He kind of had some of his, what looked like his early stages of his, like, neural enhancements, his nano-augmentations. Gotta wonder how he has access to that so soon. It's possible it is more mechanical than it appeared to be. All I saw was one wire running up his eyebrow. But it was very, very clearly Bob Page, and he does seem to be directly involved in what happened. He was discussing Megan Reed's research with what appeared to be a sort of cabinet of other conspirators, very shady-looking characters. I guess not even looking, just very shady-sounding characters, because they were completely incognito. Their voices were distorted and everything. But whatever Megan Reed discovered, Bob Page and that cabinet of his co-conspirators seemed agitated by it, whether they wanted to have it or just wanted to make sure it didn't go public. That's what we're still trying to find out. But it's very clear that it does seem very clear that they were kind of involved in this whole thing. And of course, it's Bob Page. He's always got a hand in something. And at this point in the game, I think he's still, at this point in the story, I should say, I think he is still a member of the Illuminati. As I said, I only played through this game once, so I'm just trying to remember based on what I saw and some of the things I've read. But I'm pretty sure he's still a member of the Illuminati at this point. It's before he broke off and founded Majestic 12. So we will see more as we play. The themes of the original are kind of still here. It's, the implications of too much advancement with technology. Can you get out of my face, sir? Thank you. The implications of, like, sort of unrestrained technological advancement, and another big stab at the threat of, like, corporate power. These themes are very much in strong play again. It seems to be kind of a fear. It just sounds like the writers are very fearful of this sort of thing. It could be that they're just, it's just part of their inspiration for this story. David Sarif, the founder of this company, you know what? Let me just talk on that later. Let's talk to Pritchard now.
About time. What happened? You get stuck in an air duct on the way over?
Yeah, nice to see you too, Francis. Something's wrong with my retinal display. Can you fix it?
If it's what I think it is, probably. Of course, it might still. Looks like your left and right imaging processors weren't completely in sync. But don't worry, your Sentinel health implant will kick in soon, repairing any damage that might have caused. Your retinal display should be fine now. Its recognition software won't be picking up hostiles yet, but you should be seeing radar and targeting reticules. Biomedical data too, if you're in pain.
Right.
Unfortunately, it's showing that you're friendly.
Sarif is waiting for me at the helipad.
I know.
So I could use an excuse.
Into our manufacturing plant and taken hostages. Maybe this time you'll actually save people.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
If you got a problem with me, Pritchard, why don't you just say it and get it over with?
Why no, Jensen? I don't have a problem with you. If anything, I blame myself.
The mighty Pritchard blaming himself. That's gotta be a first.
I'm the one who told Sarif we needed a physical security team to protect us. If he'd read my report closely enough.
Wait a second. Are you saying it was your idea to hire me?
Not you, Jensen. I wanted Dynacore, Sharp Edge, or Bell Tower. All the top private security contractors were on my list, but Sarif wanted somebody in-house. And so did Dr. Reed.
I suggest you leave Megan out of this.
Why, Jensen? It's no secret how close the two of you were. And let's face it, you'd just been fired from SWAT for that massacre in Mexican town. No one was about to hire you.
You really have to stop getting your news from those Picus blogs, Francis. They only confuse you.
The point is, if Sarif had listened to me, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But Megan, God love her, always did have Sarif's ear.
Sarif's ear is going to be hearing a report about violence in the workplace if you keep this up. You really feel like continuing?
Point taken.
Damn straight, bitch. So that guy's kind of an asshole. Obviously some rivalry going on. I think he also had kind of a crush on Megan, who appears to have been Adam's ex-girlfriend. Adam, well, we hear more of his SWAT history. He was...
Adam, how close are you to the helipad?
Close enough.
There.
Good. Because SWAT's about to turn this into a PR nightmare. Meet me in the chopper. I'll brief you as we go.
So yeah, Adam, he was part of a SWAT team, and it sounds like he was fired as in relation to a massacre, which we will find out much more about a couple missions from now, so I'm not really going to talk about that much. Well, hello. This is the Jock, I presume, of Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Welcome back, Jensen. Didn't think we'd see you around here for a while yet.
You know how it goes, Malik. Duty calls.
Don't I know it? I was in my wingsuit halfway to the top of the Renaissance Center when I got the 911. But you... 6 months is a hell of a short time to come back from the dead. You sure you're ready for this?
Don't got much choice.
Only one way to find out.
Roger that. The boss is already on board, arguing with the DPD's tactical response team. They've got the plant surrounded, but Mr. Sarif wants you to go in first. You all set here? Because the sooner we take off, the better it will be for everyone.
Roger, over.
I'm ready.
Great. Then let's get airborne.
I have to make this clear right away, since I've only played this once. I am not that well versed in the game, so I'm not going to be looking to 100% it or anything. I'm not going to be looking for all the secrets. I'm going to be looking to play it and enjoy it. As far as I'm concerned, that's the way this game works. There are so many options that there are so many ways to enjoy the game and just play it for yourself, and that's what I'm going to do. So, deal with it.
I told Farida to put us down on a roof. I don't want the crowd seeing you go in.
Fine. As long as she pulls you out the minute I'm gone. So what am I looking at here? Who are these guys?
Pro-human purists, or so they say. The same purists who've been firebombing limb clinics all over the country.
You buy that?
Now, I don't think it's a coincidence they hit us today, only hours after we moved the Typhoon in for assembly line factory.
The Typhoon? Megan's team was testing it the day that bastard... Who's on point for these guys?
Adam, I know you and Megan were once...
Who is on point for these guys?
Goes by the name of Sanders. That's him, there. He's an augmented Adam, so he can't be one of the mercs who attacked us, but he did know exactly how to get inside our plant.
All right. So how do you want me to handle this?
First priority is the Typhoon. I'm keeping SWAT out until you've secured it. As far as rules of engagement go, I'll defer to you. Lethal or non-lethal?
I'm not looking to start a firefight in there, just neutralize them.
Okay. But just make sure those bastards don't wake up and warn their friends. You remember what it's like in there? A lot of tight enclosed hallways. But the labs themselves are pretty open. High ceilings. So, do you want something you can use from a distance? Or up close?
I gotta be frank here. I don't find the tranquilizer rifle that useful. I tried playing it during my test run, and it takes up more space than I really care to allocate to it. So, in my first playthrough, the stun gun had... Its short range is an inconvenience, but it really is just so useful for, like, a quick takedown.
The closer the better, I think. That way I'll be sure they stay down.
You got it. The Typhoon should be in the factoring labs, but Pritchard will tell you more as you go in. I've got him running comms.
Terrific. Anything else?
Keep your eyes open for hostages. Free them if you can, but the Typhoon is your #1 priority. We
Fuck
developed
that.
it for the Alphabet agencies, and if we don't deliver it to them intact and still a secret, well, I'm sure you'll get the job done right.
Gentlemen, prepare for landing.
Well, there we have it. Now we got our first real taste of the game. Take a look at Adam. We can go into third person. It almost looks like Raiden from Metal Gear Solid. I don't know if that was kind of an influence in his design, but that's just kind of the way it was. Mechanical augmentations were by no means subtle. And, we see that in the first Deus Ex. It's kind of the biggest problem that mech-augs have is just their complete inability to really blend in with regular society. Kind of an analog to the way like veterans returning from war, they just never really find their place back in day-to-day life. And it's a sad tale. Alright boys, what do you got to tell me?
Good. Seen a few of them coming out for a smoke every now and again, so be careful.
Want to see a principal case of overreaction? That was a terrible mistake the first time I did this. It actually spooked the hell out of me, but it's very amusing when you're ready for it. All it takes is one cardboard box to set off these trigger-happy bastards. Yeah, so I am getting some kind of lag issues, but there's not much I can do about that. When I'm inside, it seems to be okay. Yeah, right now we're close to 60 frames, so all's well. Cyber Boost Energy Bar, that's essentially the biocell of this game. And there you have it. That's how the game tries to make sure you explore, hiding little convenient secrets like that. Got a beer bottle. Not sure that's gonna help me much. Alright, this guy's got the real info,
Tell me
the real
the guy
scoop.
we've been twiddling our thumbs waiting for.
SI Security. Name's Jensen.
Jensen. Yeah, I thought I recognized you. Used to be on Team 2 till that Mexican town thing went down. I gotta say, you're the last person I pictured taking orders from a CEO.
Things change.
Not always for the better. Feel like getting in there and doing whatever it is your boss wants you to do? Because maybe then we can do our job.
You look pretty dug in up here. What's the react team plan?
We got Alpha as point and Bravo as wing, both standing by to breach the target. We're coordinating from here, but until your boss gives us the go-ahead, we're just holding our dicks.
Realistically, how much time do I have before any shooting starts?
According to protocol, none. According to your lawyers, the sooner you get in there, the sooner we can hose this powder keg down and call it a day.
We've got people inside. Any idea where I should look for them?
Yeah.
Your plant manager, Josie Thorpe, managed to slip a call out before someone snatched her cell. She said the hostages are being held in an office near the assembly labs.
Makes sense. The workers were setting up for a production run, so they'd have been concentrated there.
You know more about that than I would. Anything else?
Intel on these purists. How much you got?
How much you want?
They communicate any demands yet?
Not yet, but I get the feeling they're not that organized. Most of the guys I've seen look like street bangers and thugs. The kind who get their jollies trashing equipment. You ask me, is the man in charge you have to worry about.
The leader's name is Sanders, right? What's his story?
Zeke Sanders. We're running background on him now. Looks like he fought 2 tours in the Gulf. One of them on a recycled military bill.
You mean he's augmented? Sarif told me he's not.
He used to be augmented. Says his augs made him do evil shit, so he ripped him out. Now he's got a whole crew of gullible street kids listening to his crap and ready to die for him. Or kill.
How many am I looking at down there?
Hard to say. We've spotted 3 in the courtyard, maybe half a dozen inside. But that's a sketchy estimate at best, since we seem to be getting a loop playback off your telecams.
That shouldn't be possible. I told Sarif to make sure Pritchard overhauled the system.
Well, someone inside must be tech savvy, because all we're seeing is a loop. For all we know, there could be 5, 10, or 3 dozen perps in there.
That's
I
not
think
good.
I've heard enough.
You sure? Wouldn't want to make your boss unhappy.
I got it from here. Sit tight. Wait for Sarif's signal.
Like we got a choice.
So as begrudgingly as they take to it, it's very clear that Sarif does have the kind of influence to, I need to turn that shit off, actually. That's kind of annoying to me. Gameplay. Object highlight off. Objective locators off. Cover style toggle. Aim assist off. Reticule on. I would actually rather have the reticule off. Off for first person mode, but there's no option for that. I think the field of view is okay. So, yeah, Sarif does very clearly have influence over, even the police. That's kind of frightening, actually. Just a CEO having that kind of influence, he's probably threatening to pull donation money away
Jensen,
from them.
It's me, Pritchard. Where are you?
On a roof overlooking the plant.
Good. Your point of entry should be through shipping and receiving.
Should be, Francis. What the hell does that mean?
We have an employee entrance there, heavily guarded by purists, no doubt. So, if you're not a fan of the frontal assault, I suppose you could try accessing the building's roof.
No opening that, but that would be convenient. So, we just have to go in from above. This mission, it's more of a tutorial. Much more of a tutorial than the actual intro was. So it is a bit more linear than some of the situations you'll find yourself in later.
Yeah, everything seems under control. No sign of SWAT. No sign of anyone.
Damn straight. Fuck Sarif. How eloquent. Speaking of Sarif, yeah, I mentioned he does seem to have a lot of influence. Ooh, that would have been dangerous if I moved now. A lot of influence over things that he really should not be able to influence. He does seem to be a bit of a sweet talker, and we get glimpses of his personality quite often. He's outwardly very friendly, and I guess somewhat patronly, especially to Jensen, but it's pretty clear to me that he has some personal motivations for just about everything he does. His empathy, it's uncertain if it's genuine or not, but his motivations for saving Adam, it's kind of unusual. We learn more about Adam later on. We try and figure out why Sarif is so determined to save him. But early thoughts I had, maybe he was, we can actually, I think, get by just about everybody here. We have to be careful. Any opening like that, people will actually see you through. The AI does not... Ooh, like I might have seen something. The AI is not that bad at spotting things, so I'll give them credit for that. I'd say they're better than the AI from the first Deus Ex. So you do have to be careful. There's someone coming this way. If I were to move now, he'd probably see me. Now I can move. So, yeah, Sarif. Initially I was thinking he might have been saving Adam. Just... Oh, fuck, he saw me. Alright. He might have been... I got a little distracted there. I could have been more careful. That's not actually the way I prefer to go, to be honest. That's the first time I even found that way. Are you shitting me? So they can't see me when I'm up against it like this for some reason. So this is really not a good place to be. I ain't no whiz. Wait for that guy to walk on by. Everybody thinking, damn, he fly. So let's just go the normal way, because this is not working for me. Okay. Now, you'll see I can either knock this guy out or kill him. There is almost never a situation where killing him is convenient. It's quieter to take him out non-lethally. Now we got a pistol, so there's that. I'm not sure what weapons Sarif would offer you if you said you would go full force approach. Snag those. So this part's a bit tricky. You have to watch out for that guy. Yeah, there's a lot of tutorial pop-ups that you can watch if you want to learn how to do it. Essentially, you have to stay observant of everybody's movements, because anyone can see you at any given moment. Taking down that guy might not really be the easiest way to do this, but he will almost certainly see us if we don't. We could try, if we could find something to throw, could put his attention somewhere else.
I heard that. Stop messing around.
And of course he goes the opposite direction. Whatever, it gets him back here, where we can at least keep his body out of sight. That'll do, pig. And I'll take your pistol ammo. So, I guess that's not too bad. Anyway, I was talking about Sarif. As for saving Adam, we learned that there's more to it. But initially it seems either he's using Adam as kind of a test of their technologies, or just as a public demonstration of what their corporation, what their company and their innovations are capable of. Or it could be that, you know, just he still wants an in-house security, as Pritchard mentioned. And just after the attack, he felt like, you know, a simple human was not really enough. Where's the other guy? The other guy's way over there. I think we can avoid his sight. So a third person does work reasonably well. It's not the best thing in the world. I have it on toggle. Most people might prefer it on to hold down the button to stay in cover. I just don't. I kind of have like a twitchy finger of sorts, so that causes me. It causes me to kind of pop in and out of cover like that just by accident, just because my fingers having spasms for some reason. So that's why I need to have it on toggle. It's not reliable enough. Let's see, we can avoid that guy, I think. I thought I saw a light flash by. It might have been from like a helicopter or something. Alright. Could just try to slip in through the door. That would have been a bad idea. Let's see if this guy will see us.